What up, boys? Week 2,
Welcome
Traitors
back.
up north. Obviously, we didn't play this weekend, so we're just gonna talk about some other teams. We're gonna get into some details. We're gonna talk some BS here on the Traitors up north podcast.
So, first of all, welcome back to week 2. If we just want to get right into it, which game would you like to cover first? We can go with Maryland, Michigan, Washington, or Penn State. What's catching the eyes first?
Catching the eyes, Washington.
Washington. All right. So
Washington.
we got to see a little bit of that game in person. We saw Washington. They're putting up dogfights every game, winning all their games with some style.
Yeah.
I'll add some style. We can start with Michael Penix, 363 yards.
Dog.
30 for 40
Dog.
is what I'm looking at right now. 30 for 40. That's a lot of passes, but that's also a lot of completions.
That's dog status.
Only 10
Might be-
incompletions out of 40 balls thrown is pretty elite, dude.
That might be Heisman status.
All him too. All him. They didn't let anybody else play QB that night.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Wait, what team did they play again?
they played Arizona. Arizona put up 24 on them.
That's right. That is right. I was a little sloshed watching the game, so
Fair.
I don't remember
fair.
too much.
It was a good time. It was a good time. Yeah, Washington is
Michael Penix Jr., dude, that guy is really putting up a Heisman run right now.
that guy's putting up a huge Heisman run. And if he continues to do so, he's got a chance to win. If he can keep doing what he's doing. He's got competition, of course. But he's standing out right now.
Can you look up their schedule?
Washington's? Yeah.
Schedule?
Yeah. Got it right here.
I wanna
So
see
they're
who
going to play. This weekend they're going against number 8 Oregon, number 7 versus number 8.
That's
Let us
gonna be a
see.
good game.
That is Oregon at Washington though. That's at Washington.
Okay, so that might change things up a little bit.
Honestly, I think Washington win this game. I don't know if it's by 2 tutties or anything like that, but I think they win by 3 to 7 points.
I think they'll pull off a win because, Colorado's not the best team in the nation by far, but they do have some talent. They did get blown out, but
this is a shootout.
Team.
Washington and Oregon is a shootout. I'm gonna go off the rip right now and say both teams put up over 35. Shall we go that high? Could it be?
You can go over 35.
I think I like that.
I think I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna predict the final score right now.
All right, let's hear it.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
I'm gonna go Washington 31 and Oregon 24.
You heard it here first. Heard it here first, boys.
I'm calling it. If that's the final score, then I'm good.
Hey,
that's the end of the conversation.
If somebody puts 5 on that and it hits, you have Michael 10%, and if it doesn't, we don't do gambling advice. You didn't hear that from us.
I'll take the money though.
Yeah, I like this game coming up. Actually, I really want to pay attention to this because obviously Oregon, good team, top 10, top 10, damn near all the time.
Oh yeah,
very good contenders. Let's see exactly how they did against. I'd like to see how they did. Oh my God, dude! They played Stanford last weekend, 42-6. Yikes! That's 290 passing yards.
Is that the same score as when they played Colorado? I think it might be. I think they beat them 49-6.
Yep. 42-6 twice in a row. See,
Oregon 42-6.
55 to that's Hawaii.
Yeah, anybody could beat Hawaii.
Let's see. Their first game they won 81-7, but that's Portland State. I ain't even never heard of that shit.
No, Portland State, dude. That's like fucking high school. It's like a high school team.
Honestly. Yeah, I think we both can agree that Oregon aside, Washington's definitely a team that everybody should be watching this year, regardless of who they're a fan of. I
think they can make a playoff run.
Dude.
Really go undefeated and they really put up some numbers. They can make a playoff run.
They're putting out some exciting football right now. Football that's actually good to watch. So if we hold on, so moving on from Washington, let's talk about another Big Ten.
Hold up. Let's go through their schedule because
you want to go through the rest of the schedule real quick.
Yeah,
we can
let's
do
go through the rest of the schedule.
So after, let's see me. Oh God, how'd I get all the way to? Oh, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Fuck. Okay, so after Stanford, it's Washington, right? Then Washington State. Who is number 13? Excuse me. Who the hell is that?
Washington State's number 13.
Yeah, okay. Is that something we just skip over? I don't even want to believe that.
I don't want to believe that either.
What's going on? So after that, it's Utah, who's ranked 18, which I can believe.
Utah's good. They made a good run last year.
Do they still have Cam Rising?
I don't think so, no.
No, that dude was a dog.
He was.
Then California, USC on November 11th. That'll be a
Okay, so
game for them.
they have a good schedule for the
Yeah,
rest of
because
the
as of
season.
right now, USC's number 9. Then Arizona State, Oregon State's number 15. That's their last scheduled game.
Okay, so
So
they have what, 4 ranked opponents to play, all in the top 20.
from like here on out, yeah,
Yeah.
they have Washington, Washington State, Utah, USC, 5. Oregon State is 5. 5
5.
more
Okay.
ranked games. What, we're barely halfway through the season?
Yeah.
Just about halfway.
Just about halfway. One more week, be halfway. After this weekend, it'll be halfway.
I just
Well,
realized something.
after
You
next week.
said
What's up?
Washington schedule?
Yeah.
That was
You're
Oregon
looking at.
schedule.
Oh, you fool, dude. I was wondering why you said Washington. I was like, maybe he's just reading it wrong.
Okay, so
Oregon does have a good schedule, though. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
no,
lie.
that yeah.
That's a good schedule.
For anybody that wasn't, catching us lacking with that error, Oregon still has a pretty good schedule.
Yeah. Comment if you caught the error. Oh,
So
damn it, he's a fool.
get this though. Okay.
Okay.
Washington after Oregon is Arizona State, Stanford, USC, Utah, Oregon State, and Washington State. All the same fucking teams
Yeah,
in a
it's
different
basically the same
order.
teams.
So
Okay.
nobody was caught lacking. I'm just kidding.
Two good schedules,
Yeah, I like that.
and it'll be interesting to see how it
I'm
plays out.
honestly questioning why a team, not trying to diss, of naturally usually a lower caliber, has a harder schedule than damn near Ohio State, Michigan,
Michigan.
Georgia, Alabama. But what is all that for, dude? Is it? It's
Yeah,
almost like
for
they're
real.
trying to keep. It's almost like they're trying to keep teams that they don't think will pop off. They're trying to keep them where they are. They're
Yeah,
putting them against teams
100%.
they don't think they can beat. It almost seems like it's on purpose.
It does seem like it's on purpose, but if correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the schools pick their own schedules. They pay
Yes,
the other
as
schools.
far as I know, yes. And I
So
was
I mean,
actually unaware of that until I figured out that Michigan paid Hawaii to come up here and get rolled last year. That is
yep,
outlandish. I hope every single one of those kids got a fucking bag
they
for that,
better.
for the jet
They
lag, for the
better win
ass
some
whooping.
Louis V, dude.
Yeah, they better go back in a Cuban link after that game. That's they need it.
Some Gucci, some Prada.
That's on. Yeah, they
Something.
deserve that shit, bro.
They definitely do. All
Well,
right,
there's
so
some good
we
shit
got
there.
that's Washington and Oregon schedule.
We can look at
Um,
Penn State now. We can because Michigan and Maryland going to be our two main topics. I'm assuming for us of the video. So you just want to get in Penn State real quick?
yeah, let's get into Penn State, and then
All
we'll
right.
cover the other two.
Penn State's currently number 6 in the country, beating Northwestern on the 30th. Is that last weekend? Yeah. Yep. Last weekend,
Yep, that was.
41-13. So if we take a peek at the rest of Penn State's schedule, the very first game. Let's see here.
Well,
Struggling a little bit.
check the box score in that game because I was watching it when I was on the golf course. I think it was like 13-10 or 10-10 at halftime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's check that out. So yeah. 10-10 at halftime. Then all of a sudden they get a 17-0 third quarter and a 14-3 fourth quarter.
So they really came out in the second half, but they're kind of playing like dog in the first.
Yeah, coach was not liking what he was seeing, and it's understandable.
Yep.
It's a little spread out on here. A little under 200 passing yards, a tutty. Singleton with 80 yards, 1 tutty. A little more spread out.
Yeah.
Northwestern did pretty zero rushing, less than 30 yards.
Northwestern has done nothing all year.
But I mean,
let's just be honest.
Yeah. So if we look at all of Penn State's games, dude, we got a 41-13. Last week a 31-0, a 30-13, a 63-7. Mind you, not all these teams are the best, but they're putting up points regardless who they're playing.
Yeah, they're putting up numbers for sure.
And those numbers currently right now, and where in the current state of
that was Ohio State last year, just putting up numbers.
Yeah, but you need to.
They played. Yeah.
I mean, you need to, because
besides, who was that one team? Wasn't it Northwestern last year?
Yeah.
14-0. Yeah.
I mean, early season though, you need those points because they help with the rankings. There's so many different little things that go into who's going to take what spot early in the season. So that's definitely something to pay attention to for some other teams. I mean, them beating Iowa 31-0 is just outlandish, and that just to have Iowa come into MSU and beat them the next week.
It's you see they lost McNamara for the rest of the season
to injury or trade?
I think injury.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah, just tough.
I'm assuming they rely on him heavy, yeah.
Yeah, but he obviously didn't put up anything against.
Yeah, he's not really providing them with.
He left Michigan if that says anything.
That's true. I mean, he wasn't gonna get any play time over JJ.
No,
it's just not. I mean, Michigan showed last year that rotating the two quarterbacks is just not the move. You just got to commit to one and let him get the team chemistry because If Ohio would have did that this year with like the first game how they were rotating Brown and McCord, if we do that all season, we'd be losing games.
Well, I don't think we'd be losing games, but we definitely wouldn't be winning by much.
I think that's true. However, I do think rotating QBs would there's a very good chance we would take an L to like Penn State or Michigan in those circumstances though.
Oh, definitely.
Those are two teams you just can't afford to fuck around with like that. Wait, Penn State's were they this good last season? Were they this high ranked last season?
I think they were ranked 7 last
so
year.
They're never a bad team.
I think they might have dropped towards the end of the year.
That makes sense because
correct me if I'm wrong. I'm about to look it up. I think they played in the Rose Bowl last year.
Yeah, I mean, end of season, if you're not in the top 4, nobody really cares anymore. But it's all important now, baby. All this shit matters heavily. So
hold up. Apparently, I'm retarded.
We got
23 Rose Bowl.
Penn State's gonna play UMass this weekend. That's meh.
Okay, so I was right. Penn State was ranked 7 last year, but they didn't drop. They played Utah in the Rose Bowl and won 35-21. So I wasn't wrong.
When was the Utah USC game? Wasn't that last? Was that 2 seasons ago?
That was the conference championship.
Oh, okay, that was still last. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only reason Ohio State got in is because USC lost to Utah twice.
Dude, man, I remember I was on Twitter like, I love you, Cam Rising.
That was the biggest Utah fan for one day.
Dude, we all were. I mean, there were so many memes about it. Like,
oh, yeah.
the Ohio State school, like the official school, should have wrote them motherfuckers a thank you letter. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So sorry we missed the kick. We sold for Iowa, bro. After we lost, I was just like, we let so many people down, bro.
So many.
Because you already know they're rooting for us. Vice versa. Yeah. We want them, But yeah, Penn State's got UMass this weekend, which is bummy. Nobody cares. And then on the 21st, we match up with them.
Oh, so that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Penn State, Ohio State, and
so
it is at Columbus.
Sick.
Very sick. Things. That's needed.
But we really need to show out against Maryland.
Yes, we need to prove something against Maryland because if there's any type of noticeable struggling that's like heavy concerning against Maryland, Penn State's gonna eat that shit up in film.
Oh yeah, they're gonna practice on that shit.
They're waiting for us. Because if they beat us, they easily go from 6 to 5, maybe even 4, knock us out of the top 4.
I think they're going to 4 if they beat us.
And then if they beat us,
it also depends on if Texas loses.
I say because here's the issue, right? Say Penn State does beat Ohio State, they probably roll Michigan off that energy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then I'm sure, being at U of M, if you had just heard that Penn State beat Ohio State, it's probably a little unsettling.
I mean, they're probably going to celebrate, but then they're going to be like, "Oh fuck!"
Now it's our turn.
Penn State's really coming for us.
And Michigan at Penn State, November 11th, 12 o'clock.
Yikes! That'd be interesting.
I would love to find out if this game is going to be a whiteout.
I'd assume it is.
I mean, it's got to be. It's got it right because that's going to be their biggest home game.
I believe so. Yeah.
Is that how they base it? Whoever like the biggest game is going to be for home that season? Is that? I don't know if it's like a set date. I never understood if it was like the homecoming type shit. Like how the students, like at Madison, they'd all wear yellow or blue or whatever.
I mean, you see that popular video on social media all the time of the whiteout. Michigan's there. You can't even get the snap off because it's so loud.
I can't lie. A whiteout. I've seen a lot of college football games, but a whiteout just looks like a whole vibe, bro. It just looks.
It does.
It doesn't look like there's anything more hype than that night. I did just see. Oh, dude, I wish I could show this on my fucking phone on the camera without it looking terrible. But I just seen a video not too long ago, like 20 minutes ago, of these lights. I'll try to show it to you. It seems it's gonna look shitty. Oh my god, the fuck.
Oh, I see Mario, dude.
It's not gonna work, bro. Damn.
Oh, the U of M lights?
No, those are our lights, and they're straight red. They're straight red.
Sick.
Like the whole stadium's glowing.
I seen it for a split second.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not doing nothing like that, dude. Pick a song, fucking flash the red, man. We gotta have something. We gotta have something. Cause I can't lie, dude. When who did Michigan play at home? Oh my gosh, who did they play when they did the whole Mr. Brightside thing with their new lights? That shit was dope, bro.
That was the last. Not the last home game they played, but the home game before that. I don't remember who it was.
Was that the Rutgers? Bowling Green, yeah, it was Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
Yeah, when they played Mr. Brightside and the whole stadium went nuts, that was actually kind of cool. Like I can't.
It's a good song. It's a vibe when
It
you're
is a
there.
vibe.
Everybody's just singing Mr. Brightside. It's a
I
vibe.
can't hate on that. I'll hate on the team all I want. But I'm not gonna hate on the kids for getting lit.
It's a good song, man.
Yeah, it
Can't
is a
knock
good
it.
song. Dude, it's in my stream playlist. It's in the stream playlist, bro. It's
Gotta
there.
be. It's a good song.
Let's
All right,
see.
so Penn State, they got Michigan at home, and then who they got after that? Is that the last game? No,
Um,
that's obviously not their last game because Michigan has to play us still.
let's see. So yeah, so after us, they're gonna play Indiana. Um,
Should be a dog walk.
yep, and that's appearing to be that's Indiana at Penn State. That's a double dog walk. Yikes.
Yeah, that's
So
like
they're gonna.
50
This
points
is
each
kind
way.
of interesting though. They're gonna go from Ohio State to Indiana to Maryland to Michigan. 4 games, just like that.
Hmm.
Indiana not gonna give them a problem. Maryland could. That's at Maryland, so there's potential
Yeah,
to cause
well,
some
it depends on
issues.
how they play after us. We could kill their whole memento.
Exactly. If they get rolled by us, they beat Indiana. They just don't lose to Indiana. Not
No,
possible.
there's no way.
They probably still beat Maryland, maybe a closer game. And man, I'm gonna be glued to the screen for this Michigan game. I just got
Against
to
Penn
see
State?
it. Yeah, and then they play
Yeah,
the Rutgers and Michigan State, so they definitely win those last 2 games.
yep,
Um,
100%.
so right now it's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4 out of okay. So they're gonna win at least 4 out of 6 games the rest of the season, assuming they beat Maryland. That would be 4 out of 6.
That's fair.
Because
Yep,
I don't want to assume anything for Michigan Ohio State. Those games could go either way at this point in time.
definitely. They definitely could. Oh, when do we play Michigan State? That's when we bring out our gray unis.
Allow me. I'm actually not too sure on
I still need to pick up one of those
that
jerseys.
game. Yeah, man, me too. I love
Those
the
are so
Grays.
fire.
I think I'm gonna go with the Marvin, even though I already got one Marvin jersey. He's just right now got all my respect as far as purchasing their merchandise goes.
Yeah,
I would get an Ibuka jersey, and I'd definitely get a Stover jersey for sure though. I fuck with
Stover's a
Kate
dog.
Stover. That guy be doing
Stover's
his
a dog.
thing.
I
All
might
right.
even fuck around and get a Traitors jersey.
So, after our hard fought, slightly questionable victory over Notre Dame, we're going to play Maryland this weekend. Boom.
Boom,
Purdue, Penn
boom.
State, good game. Wisconsin, dub. Rutgers, dub. Michigan State is November 11th, so we will be playing Michigan State when Penn State plays Michigan, but we're at 7:30 at Columbus.
Ooh, good shit.
Yeah, at that point, Michigan State needs the home game. They should just let them play home the rest of the season. They need that shit.
I don't think anything's gonna help Michigan State at this point.
No, not even their fans, but they deserve to have them.
I don't even think if they brought like 3, 4 NFL dudes on their team, they
They
still
should
wouldn't
just
win.
play NCAA against the other team, and whoever wins the real game. That's where
They
they're
should
at
just
right
play
now.
Division III colleges. That's it.
They should pull up to like Blissfield or some shit. See how they fare.
Yeah. CN Heights University.
Wait, do
Their
we
football
normally
team.
play? We normally play Minnesota, right? That's a normal game for us.
I don't think we
No,
played Minnesota last year or the year before that.
that's November 18th.
Oh,
And then Michigan, same time, same date, 25th at noon every single year. Which I
okay.
fuck with. I fuck with that the most. I like knowing that
Big noon.
it's it's always gonna be that time and always gonna be.
Big
It's crazy how it's
noon.
always on that day too. Cause you notice how okay, so like a year from now, like say Christmas is on a Monday this year, next year would be on Tuesday, but it'd still be the 25th.
Yeah,
But isn't this game always on the 25th of November?
I believe so.
And that's still somehow always a set. That blows my mind, dude. It's so weird.
Let me think. Let me think. Well, November only has 28 days, right? Or is that February? Am I just retarded?
I think February is the shorter.
Yeah, apparently I'm just retarded. So just disregard what I said, everybody.
It's crazy that Michigan has 9 more wins than us overall in like the total existence of the rivalry.
Only 9.
Yeah, it's 60 to 51, and then there's 6 ties between, which is kind of crazy. 6 ties is a lot of ties for football.
Yeah, it is.
Like what?
What is that? Does that date back to like World War I or some shit?
The largest victory was Michigan 86, Ohio State 0 in 1902.
1902. Dude, they didn't even know what football was
Dude, they
doing
didn't even
back
have
then.
helmets.
They didn't have nothing. They were
The
probably wearing fucking sandals.
the very first meeting ever was October 16th, 1897, Michigan 34, Ohio State 0.
1897.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, dude, I'm
Jesus,
pretty
dude.
sure for like the first 10, 20 years, they just rolled Ohio State. Because, I mean, dude, like what? You had maybe one player on each team that actually could play football, and the rest of them are just there.
There, yeah.
They're like, man, what is this?
Oh,
What is this new
maybe I'll
thing?
maybe I'll play football this year.
Right, like this is a new and upcoming thing. I might
Shut
give
up,
her a
nerd.
try.
Go
Give
back
her
to
a
studying
try.
science. Go do something productive.
Eh. Longest unbeaten streak is held by Michigan. 15, 9, 8. Oh, okay. There's a, can you even count this? It's 1897 to 1918.
Don't ask me, dude.
Is that like even a streak?
I don't think so.
We've played each other 118 times.
Crazy to think about because it doesn't even really seem like that long, but it really is that long.
No, I mean, because yeah, I don't even know like what year you would say like the rivalry like really started to pop off, like and gain the traction it has now. It's got to be in the last 20, 30 years, maybe like 40.
I don't know. I'd say like
I guess it is. What is
maybe the
2023?
60s, the
So
50s.
say 40 years is only the 80s, which is crazy to think about.
That is crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's got to go
It's
back a
insane.
little further, right?
Yeah, it'd have to. I'd say maybe like during Vietnam or some shit, like in the 60s. I feel like that
I
get a little
wish
more
I could
intense.
see a. Here we go. I'm looking at a spreadsheet of all the dates. So, let's see. Okay, so if we go back to 2000, so we'll go back 23 years. They have one, two, three, five victories.
Who does? Michigan?
Yeah, against us in the past 23 years.
They'll hold that over our head for the life of them, dude.
I know, and it's shitty because I was already thinking about this too, right? Say they beat us 3 years in a row. You already know what type of shit talk is gonna happen.
Oh my god, dude, we're gonna get so
However,
much.
let's flip the script. Say we win this year, because it's not impossible. They're just gonna hold the fact that they won two in a row over our heads. But as soon as you say winning, let's see here. What? So
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
we
The
won.
streaks don't matter.
So it was all okay. So in 2020, it was canceled for COVID, right? It
Mm,
is what it is. So if you go from 2012 to 2019, Ohio State won every time. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8 years in a row. But if you said something about that, you're bringing up the past.
yep.
But like before, when we were in this win streak, you know what I'm saying? Before COVID hit, they were doing the same thing. But like 5 wins in 20 years is crazy.
5 wins
The
in 20 years is crazy.
the last tie between the two was in 1992. It was 13-13.
How do you even tie? You got to go into like 5 overtimes. I don't even think they do ties anymore.
I would say you have to. There's at least 2 overtimes, right? It's like two halves of an overtime.
Yeah,
There's 2 halves to it now, or some shit like that.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
that's nutty. It's
The
it
NFL
really.
does theirs really weird now. I don't like how they do theirs.
Yeah, theirs
Like
is
the
gross.
first team to score a touchdown. Like
I
what is
don't like
that?
that. I don't. I think it's weird that the other team doesn't get a chance to score because like the momentum change has to be huge when you hear you're getting ball first in overtime.
Oh yeah,
Just knowing that you have to put it in the end zone and you win,
yeah. That's it.
it's it, right? Like the field goal's there, but then you give them the chance. But like yeah, it's just so crazy. Like say the Bills are in overtime with somebody and Josh Allen just throws a bomb to Stephon, he's gone, game over in like 10
Yep.
seconds. Like bro,
Done. We're going
like
to the
come on,
locker room.
bro.
We're going
Give
home.
give buddies a chance. Like it's I don't know. I don't really like that
Stupid.
rule because like it the coin is can basically decide who wins that game depending on who's playing.
Pretty
A,
much.
a quarter just decided who won the game, which is outlandish because I can't even predict them bitches on FanDuel. So I don't know why a quarter is
Yeah, for
deciding
real.
in OT.
Deciding everybody's fate.
But yeah, it really just everybody looks at this thing differently and how far back you actually want to look at for the football shit. Because like some people like me and you, I'm assuming like the furthest me and you were gonna go back is probably like 2000 to 2005. Like when we were
Yeah.
alive, essentially is the furthest we're gonna go back for anything. And
When we could finally start understanding TV.
yeah, and like watching the games and have
Yep.
like real, I don't know, like fan feelings, I guess, for a team. Like start like wanting a team to win, rooting for a team.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we've won most of those games.
I think
So
one of
would
the
you?
biggest games I remember was when Ohio State played Texas. And I don't remember what it was. I think it was a championship. BCS
I
national championship. It was like '07 or '06 or something like that.
I want to say one of the earliest like vivid memories, like actually remembering like most of the game was when we played Florida.
I do remember that game.
Because that was for the Natty, correct? And we lost, right? Let me double
That
check
was for
before
the
I start
Natty.
spitting a bunch of bullshit.
Double fact check my my Texas statement too. I remember them playing Texas because my dad likes the Longhorns.
Woo! Dog, we got smoked 41-14, 2007.
Yikes!
But I mean,
Yikes!
hey, there was a point in time where Florida was a problem every
Florida
year.
was a problem for a while.
Yeah, and then Alabama took the role, and now they're falling off. And
Yep.
it's crazy how you see the rotation of these teams from Florida to Alabama. Then Georgia stepped in for a second. I mean, it sucks that like Ohio State's never truly stepped in as that number one powerhouse, but
Mm-hmm.
we're still there, Power Five
We've always
every
been
year.
up there.
Yeah,
Yep.
every year they're Power Five, which is good. I mean, I would take that over going number one and doing what Alabama did, falling out of the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be number, 3, 4, 5 every year and know that the team is good overall every time. And then you said Ohio
Honestly,
State versus Texas, correct?
yeah, honestly, if it comes down to it, and there comes a time where we end up being like 6 or 7, we still have a chance
Was
to
it the
make it in the Power
2006
Five.
game?
Yes, it
24
was
to 7 Buckeyes.
24-7 Buckeyes. Okay, yep, I do remember that game.
That's
My dad
nuts, bro.
loves the Longhorns.
We were so young.
I
I
know.
don't even recognize any of these fucking players on the team for OSU. A.
I think
Gonzalez, receiver. A. Pittman, running back. T.
Chris
Smith,
Chris
quarterback.
Wells. Chris Wells in there. I don't think Chris Wells was playing yet.
Yeah, he's right here. 5
Chris
carries
Wells.
for
Yep.
17 yards, no tutties. Longest run was
Yikes.
6 yards in that game. Yeah, I don't even
Yikes.
remember Okay, Troy Smith, that's stupid. I remember him. Okay, but Antonio Pittman, I don't remember this guy.
I
Oh,
don't remember him
Ted
either.
Ginn though was on the team then.
That
I
game.
definitely remember Ted Ginn. He was a problem.
The dog.
He was one of the golden players.
Against the
He did
dog
pretty well in the NFL, did he not? For a little bit at least. I mean, this was a
for a
long
little
ass
bit.
time ago.
I'm not a huge NFL guy to be completely honest with you.
It's grown on me. I didn't watch it as much as I used to. But I've definitely started to take a bigger liking over the past couple years,
Mm-hmm.
especially because Ohio State is putting in players that I'm starting to notice are doing better than before, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of
CJ
time.
Stroud.
CJ Stroud is remarkable right now, dude.
He's him. He's him. I'm just saying
I
that
don't
he's him.
care that the Texans are bad. They're playing good. I don't care if the teams they're playing are bad. At the end of the day, it's the NFL, bro. Every single one of those players on the field is at the best of the best.
Oh, they're there for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could realistically say the Broncos suck, and compared to the rest of the NFL, they do suck. But they're still the best of the best players. That's why they're there.
They're just not better than the best players.
Exactly.
You know.
And there's always going to be skill levels to the elites in the
Oh
NFL.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's I mean, they're doing the Texans are. It's very impressive because I'm sure everybody knows, even if you don't watch the NFL, the Texans have not been good in a long time.
At all.
Um, I should have sent you this tweet. So Stroud's biggest receiver right now is actually from Michigan.
That's what I was hearing from a couple Michigan guys
Yeah,
over
the
the weekend.
duo. I kind of like. I can't lie. I kind of like to see it. I think it's funny.
It's just funny. It's
I mean,
ironic.
because you got to understand too. Like once you hit the NFL, that rivalry, like it'll always be there. But like when you guys become, that thing probably just gets pushed down at that point. Like
Yeah.
it don't mean shit once you hit the
Because I
NFL.
mean, you're trying to make it to the championship, and you're
Yeah,
trying to make it to
and
the
the NFL's
playoffs.
got its own rivalries to worry about.
Yep.
Like the little four stacks they get put in, those bitches
Hmm.
mean something. Those are scary.
They definitely do mean something.
Lions, Packers, Lions. Did the Lions Bears game? That's probably one of my favorite ones. Just the
Was
two.
that last year, or just
They
like
played
overall?
overall. They played
Okay.
they play the Bears twice. They play the Packers twice. But I just like the Lions and the Bears because it's the two big cats.
Yep.
And my stepdad's a huge
Justin
Lions
Fields
fan, and
is
my mom's a
fucking
huge
butt.
Bears fan. So it's fun to watch. It's fun to see. It's exciting.
It's fun to see Justin Fields get sacked a whole bunch.
Yeah, that guy, man. Dude, I feel like I wanted to
He
believe
might
in.
just need a new team.
I
I
wanted to
feel like he
believe
might
in
just need a new
Justin
team.
Fields so much, but at first I was doing the same thing everybody else was doing, saying, "Oh, he just needs an O line. He just needs an O line, bro. He just needs people around him to protect him. He needs people to throw to." They upgraded the O line the slightest. It's not good at all, but they upgraded it a wee bit. Upgraded the receiving core a wee bit, and I've seen that man throw in some crazy passes that are not completing. Like, not crazy good, but like it's just not. It's not even the same guy.
It's really not. I
And
think Chicago's brought his moral down. Just like
yeah, they have completely tanked him, and he's tanking himself too by like not necessarily allowing it because it's not like he can just up and leave his contract. Um, but man, he's got to get the coach. They got to figure something out. They can't.
hey,
Can't.
just trade fucking Riddler for Justin Fields.
They could. I've seen a bunch of people saying that They want this is just Bears fans, it's just the fans, but they want the Bears to take Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I saw that.
And obviously there's no point in keeping Stroud then if you have Caleb Williams. They're both still young and fresh quarterbacks. Like any thoughts on where he could go?
You mean you say Fields or Stroud?
Fields. Because
Fields. Okay.
the Bears want to take Caleb Williams, but like
Okay.
there'd be no point in keeping Stroud as well, right? Like if you had Caleb Williams, you'd probably just draft like a little bit lesser of a second string, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Because there's no way you
just
draft Caleb Williams and don't let him start. Like if you're drafting him, he's starting. That's probably the whole point.
yeah,
But like
that's fair.
any thoughts, I guess, on where Stroud could go, or Fields could go?
That's where you had me fucked up. You kept saying Stroud.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what's he talking about?
Dude, this is probably the
Um,
most we've ever been able to talk about OSU QBs in the NFL.
yeah, honestly. I don't know, dude. Send him to Denver.
Word? I mean, that's
Yeah.
got to be
I mean,
worse.
they're already bad, but like,
Yeah.
might as well just throw another like somewhat bad person in there. It's not gonna make it any worse. I mean, it could. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
This one's kind of off topic, but I can't get this shit out of my head. I did see there apparently has been talks about Devontae Adams being traded to the Lions from the Raiders.
oh really?
Yes.
Really?
Dude, really. I don't know
Well,
how.
what are the Raiders getting?
Dude, who knows? I mean, it's not like because as of right now, the Lions aren't going to have a very good first pick because they're playing good. They're playing
Yeah.
better. They're not going to get handed a pick anymore. So you know how they'll get. They'll fucking give them a player or two and a trade, and because like there's, I don't know, it's got to be extremely hard to get somebody like Devonte Adams.
Oh, it's got to be extremely hard. They're probably gonna give them their fucking first round pick.
I could see. I mean, he's
I,
elite. He's still a weapon. He's going to be a
yeah,
weapon for years to come still. And dude, I don't know what it is, but Jared Goff is doing some shit in Detroit.
he's got the buffs, dude. That's
Dude,
what
he's
it
got
is.
the buffies.
He's got magic buffs.
He's got the buffies
That's
on
what's
him.
going on. Honestly, I think that the Lions have a pretty good squad right now. Like, I
They
don't
do.
really think they need a first rounder. So I think if they could pick up Devontae Adams, maybe give him the first round.
Right. Just
Call it even.
kind of
Maybe
kind of
keep the first
analyze
round.
what's
Maybe
around
like
them already in the
a couple
league.
other guys. Yeah.
I
What's
like
going
that.
on?
I mean, dude, the Jameer Gibbs pickup was good. If they can incorporate him more and let him kind of figure out what's going on in the end, because it's first year. The NFL is a
Yeah.
huge change. David Montgomery's fucking killing it though, which is random to me because he was not very good at the Bears. He's not a bad running back, but like,
He's not, but he's definitely giving Detroit some hope.
which is I don't know, it just blows my mind, dude. Because Montgomery's more of like one of those passing running backs. You hit him on the quick out, he goes for yards, but they're handing that ball off to him, and he's getting in the end zone.
He's taking it with power. Straight
All
down
right.
the middle.
All right. Enough NFL before we
Yeah,
get too
we're
crazy.
way,
All right.
way off topic.
Let's get down to big business. Maryland 44,
Maryland,
Indiana
5-0.
17.
5-0. So Indiana obviously fucking trash. Maryland. Who have they played?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's break this shit down.
We gotta figure that out.
All right. First game, Towson. Don't even know.
Who?
Don't even Towson. Towson.
Towson.
Don't even know.
What the hell?
38-6. Easy game for him. Game 2, Charlotte. I really want to assume that's just South Carolina. Something in that.
Yeah, somewhere
gotta
in
be.
South Carolina.
Virginia, meh. They haven't played a
Yeah,
real game all year, if you want me to break it down for you. So they played
Okay.
Towson, Charlotte, Virginia, Michigan State, and Indiana.
Michigan State could have been a contender, but obviously they're
Fell apart.
trash.
Whole college
Yep.
just fell apart. Charlotte
They're a
put
basketball school now.
Charlotte put 20 on them.
Charlotte put 20 on them. What was the final score of that?
38-20.
Okay. So obviously, I think that Maryland's just getting by because obviously they really haven't played anybody. If you want me to be completely honest, that's just what it seems like. I
That's
don't know
fair.
like I don't know the statistics in all the games. I don't know how good his name Tagovailoa is doing.
I
how
can
good
I can
their
give the quick scan.
defense is doing.
So he threw for 352 against Indiana. He threw for 223 against MSU. 263 against Virginia. 287 against Dude, this guy's throwing.
He's throwing. So it seems like they're just an air raid offense.
260 against the Towson Tigers.
Okay, so they're just air raid. That's all
They've
they
had
are.
a couple 100-yard
weird.
rushing games, but yeah, but that passing game seems like it's good. At
Secondary
least good
got-
enough
we
to
talked about
score.
that last time.
Yeah, it seems like if they where Maryland's at right now, if they can find any type of slips and cracks in the DBs and in the corners and safety area,
Mhm.
they're putting up points.
But also, they're going to have to look back on past games because obviously we fucking shut down Sam Hartman. You know,
Fun
so
fun fact: Ohio State. I'm not sure if they're the only team, but from what I was reading, it said they're the only team this season to not have a single completion over 20 yards on defense.
really,
It's what I read. I don't know how true it is, but that's pretty fucking nuts. First of all, because when you really
that
think
is
about
nuts.
it, 20 yard, like sure, 20 yards is kind of far, but in college, dude, you could get that
Oh
easily,
yeah. Every game you put on the TV, you're seeing people throw 30 yards, 40 yards,
easy,
and
bro.
just throwing bombs.
You can turn on a college game and expect to see a 50, 60 yarder with like, yeah, that'll happen
Literally,
today.
Shador Sanders, Caleb Williams,
Oh
Drake
yeah,
May.
so many
They're just
guys that
throwing
can throw
bombs.
that ball with accuracy and
Yep.
get it there. So I mean, the fact that Ohio State's defense is it's just so crazy, bro. I feel like I'm just so not used to that type of defense from Ohio State.
Yeah, we have a pretty solid
Uh,
D this year.
it's nuts, yeah, dude. Because if the offense can just tweak themselves a little bit week after
Mm-hmm.
week, it's gonna be a problem for everybody.
And I think
I
we're
would
the
love
up this week.
I would love to play Georgia again. Would it make me nervous because Stroud's not there? A little bit, because Stroud probably played the best game I've ever seen him play against Georgia.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
if McCord can mimic that, even at
Excuse me.
75%, with the way the defense is, bro, they win that game. I would love to play Georgia again. Honestly, there's no other team I want to play more again. That I don't. See, here's the thing with like, dude, the Michigan game, it's the biggest game. But I feel like I never really give a fuck that much. I'm always so I want Ohio to get the natty, bro. I don't. It's been proven that we can lose to Michigan and still go. We can still. It's possible.
It has been proven, but
It makes
here's
it
the
way
only thing.
harder because we have to rely on another
Yes,
team,
and
which is
the only
unfortunate.
the only issue with that is now there's like actual teams that can beat Michigan if that does happen.
Yeah,
You
and
know
can
what I'm saying?
contend.
Yeah.
Um,
Washington, Penn State, Texas. Texas has really proved
Texas doing
themselves
their
this year.
thing right now, dude. Do
They
they?
sure are.
I don't even want to ask this question because I don't want to sound stupid.
I think they
Who's their quarterback?
Quinn Ewers
Okay, so dude,
from Ohio State.
I don't know why I thought that guy was already there.
Quinn? He was there last year.
No, 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 no. Oh, he did commit. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Arch Manning has committed. That's what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I think he's
And
backup.
see,
Unless he hasn't graduated yet.
yeah, I was gonna say that's crazy, but he's not a backup, dude. Throwing that ball's in his fucking blood.
It is.
Father, uncle, and grandpa were all NFL quarterbacks. I think that's. I'm pretty sure he knew.
Quinn's not bad. Quinn's a pretty good quarterback.
I'm excited to watch. I'm definitely excited to watch Arch Manning play. I think that'd be sick. I remember for a long time wishing that somehow that the Colts could draft Arch Manning and Marvin Harrison and recreate that combo from
That'd
Peyton
be
Manning.
insane,
That'd be
wouldn't it?
so. That'd be
That'd
so
be so
cool.
insane.
It'd be cool. I don't think the Colts would really be any better. Because in the NFL, two people cannot hold the team together.
No, they can't.
It's not like that. But it'd be so sick. I'm sure
Definitely
Marvin
would be.
Harrison and Arch Manning would hate it. Uh, I'm sure they would hate the NFL experience if that happened to him. But
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like as a really good football player, you have to expect that, right? Like the higher you up are on that list to go to the draft, you have to know that you're gonna like the better you are, the worse the team you go to, right?
Yeah,
Essentially,
that's fair.
like
You have to
it
understand that.
definitely depends like on what the team needs, but like if you're good enough, they don't give a fuck what they need, they'll take you.
Yeah, and they're gonna start you over whoever is the worst on their team.
Exactly, and then it's just it's just
Then it's downhill from there.
what's one of the best examples from that in the recent years? I'm trying to think.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If the
I
Lions
mean,
weren't so good, you could say Aiden Hutchinson, but like their fucking defense is killing it, and so is
yeah,
that
their
kid.
defense is going baller.
I'm really trying to think. What about dude? Why do I not remember what? I don't remember what round Jabril Peppers went into, but his NFL career was not it. It was
Yeah,
pretty
it
much
was
over
nothing.
because he went to the Browns off the rip, right?
I think so. Yeah,
And that's not okay.
it's never
That
okay.
is not okay. Browns could be 10
It's
and 3. It's still not okay.
it's never okay.
The Browns are
Look,
10 and 3.
look
The
at Baker
season's a fluke.
Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. He went to the Browns
That guy, dude, where's he?
and
He's on the Buccaneers now. That guy's
he's
had a
in the Bucks.
crazy life. That dude,
He has disappeared for a while.
that dude's
Went and
NFL
played.
story is nuts.
He went and played for the Rams for one game,
One game, they're like,
and
no,
then now he's on the Bucks.
no, the Bucks were, yeah. I mean, after TB left, they were scrambling, dude. Oh,
Oh
they're
yeah,
probably in shambles.
they're like, oh, who do we pick? We don't know who to grab. Nobody's a
I
free
mean, they
agent.
weren't even doing good with him, so they had to have known it was over.
Yeah, game.
Yeah,
Baker
dude.
Mayfield.
So let's dive a little deeper into this. Let's compare some stats between Maryland and Ohio State real quick.
It can't be close. There's no way it can be close, right?
I'm curious to see how close the passing yards are.
Okay, that's fair. We do need to see
Because
that.
it wouldn't surprise me honestly if they have more, knowing that Tua's throwing for almost 300 a game, or Tulia. I'm not sure how you say his name.
But I mean, who have they played, dude?
That's
Towson.
true. That's very true.
I'm
It's
about to let me Google Towson College or
there's
University.
so many things to take into account for when you're looking at that type of stuff.
Towson University. It's in Maryland,
Okay, so if
and it's
we
not that
for
big.
just this season, they are it looks like uh
Oh, never mind.
Tulia is
Towson is pretty big.
111 for 169 with 1400 passing yards.
Who is?
Tulia 1400
Okay.
passing yards.
Okay, 1400.
So if we look at Ohio State's, I just can't imagine they're too high with with how obviously with how we've been playing, incorporating more of the run, not
That's
really
true.
throwing them deep. Okay, so McCord's at 1055. He's only 400 yards under a major passing only team.
That's not bad.
Not at all. Marv's got 300. Wow, that's kind of low. I feel like 336 yards for Marv's kind of low, but like so we got
It
a lot.
is, but
We
I
got a
mean,
lot going on right now.
he ain't getting the targets that he should be getting.
Travion got 295 yards off 44 carries.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, because you know how we are. We're rotating. I mean, Mayon's got 9. Chip Tranium with the 25 carries this season, bro. 146 yards.
I'm saying, dude, I might have to cop a jersey.
He's
Might
got
have
2
to.
tutties. Longest is 40. I mean,
Hey, one of them saved their ass, though.
he's 0.9 yards under the average of Henderson right now.
It's not too bad for
I
being
just,
a
dude,
third string.
God, I just hate that he's a senior, bro. I wish he was 4 years younger, and we had just got him, and he was already doing that shit.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what else is really cooking though. I mean, what? So Henderson and Williams are both seniors now, correct?
I'm not 100% sure. I think Henderson is a senior.
Okay, Henderson's a junior. Word, word,
Oh,
word,
Henderson's a
word, word.
junior. Okay. So we're solid for another year.
So Mayon is a senior, and Chip is a senior. So okay, that makes next season very interesting on who's going to replace Henderson because I mean, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on whoever's shoulders that is because we're going to pick up obviously 2. We need 3 running backs.
Yep.
But whoever we pick up as the second string is first string year after.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. I like seeing that. That's good. I'm glad Henderson is still a junior. I was honestly really nervous for them to
We were
all
gonna
be
lose all 3.
seniors.
Yeah.
Now, why do I not know what Marvin is? He's a junior, right?
Marv might be a junior.
Marv
Might even be a sophomore.
is load. Marv's a junior. However, let's think realistically. He's in the league after this year.
Unless he's smart about it and realizes that his options are shit, and he's probably going to the Bears or
Hey,
Denver.
he said it up to Justin. I mean, what's up, bro?
Nobody wants to pair up with Justin, dude.
Here's the thing. Everybody's gonna want Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want him. They're gonna offer him some crazy ass contract. And
I'll tell you right now, a
oh,
couple
maybe.
teams I wish he would go to, just for his own career's sake. Eagles.
All right, spit him out. Eagles.
Jalen Hurts a dog.
But
The Bills. Josh Allen's a dog.
He's gonna have to play for a little bit to get traded.
Oh yeah. No, this is just like hypothetically, like if he could go to, like, if he was to go to good teams, I think the Eagles would be a good fit. Dude, I wish the Lions would pick him up at this rate. If they keep doing what they're doing, but put Boy in Detroit, keep him close to home.
I don't even like the Lions, but if they picked up Marv, I'm copping a jersey.
Oh, facts, bro. I mean, I think the Lions are gonna slowly start to grow on the rest because you got your diehard Lions fans since day one.
Yeah.
But if they keep doing what they're doing, it's gonna bring a lot of people. It's gonna bring a lot of people, and they gave up, and rightfully so, gave up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I think that's partially part of the reason why I don't like the Lions is because growing up they were always
so bad. Yeah, they
dude.
just disappointment at and I mean I get that.
I remember people showing up with trash bags on their heads. Like it was just awful. Like it was never an enjoyable experience to be like, yeah, I'm from Michigan, and
I remember
the Detroit Lions are our home team.
I've only been to a couple Lions games in my day. All as a little kid, but I always remember seeing people with jerseys of players that were like taped and shit because they already went to different teams because the Lions were so bad and they were lucky to get out. Or different teams' jerseys. None of the dudes there wearing a Vikings jersey. It's the Bears and Packers game. Fucking
It
Lions
was just
Packers
all
game.
bad.
It's just all
Hey,
bad, dude.
God is doing some work with the Lions.
I know.
He's bringing them
Gosh,
back.
I love it, dude. I mean, there's no way people hate on this part of the podcast, dude. Everybody's on the Lions wave right now.
Everybody
Everyone's
is on
talking
the
about
Lions
it.
wave. I almost bought a blue ski the
Ooh,
other
that
week.
boy was getting the shiesty.
I almost bought a blue ski. I'm not gonna lie. I
Gots
was
to,
feeling a
bro.
little shiesty.
Gots to. I mean, honestly, you can't knock it.
You really can't.
So let's look at this though. So how we're talking about how he's only got 336 yards. That's only over 17 targets though, or 17 receptions. So
That's
according to
pretty
this, that
solid to
is
be
the
honest.
average of 19.8 yards per catch.
That's solid.
So yeah, and let's think about it this way. This dude is
We're just talking about that 20-yard completions. That's
exactly. That's
basically
what I
a
was gonna
20-yard
bring it back.
completion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marvin is averaging per catch what we're not even allowing all year on defense.
Yeah, that's fucking solid.
Yeah, when you think about it that way, it's fucking nuts. I wish
If we
they
can keep,
had
if we can keep playing that way, then we might be onto something.
I
I mean, we
kind of
don't
wish
have
I
to
could
play
find a
the
score
long ball every
prediction.
time.
No,
You
we
know?
don't. It's definitely. I think right now is the best time for Ohio to mix it up between short, medium passes and the run game. It's
Oh yeah.
the best time for them to do it. Let McCord understand every aspect of our offense.
Yes.
Because I feel like if he knows that it say first second down incomplete passes, if he knows that the run is going to get that first down, I feel like that helps him with his passing game because it adds a level of comfort.
It adds more
Uh,
insurance to the next couple
yeah,
passes that he's
and
gonna throw.
I feel like that's just gonna make him feel better overall, obviously, which leads to better passes, more
Oh yeah.
completions, better play. So that's good. Let's cover this. What are a couple things you were hoping that they did over the weekend?
Over the
Besides
weekend.
get some relaxation, of course.
Yeah, obviously. I really hope they just practice as hard as they could. I mean, honestly, we looked pretty solid. I think the passing obviously could be a little better. I think McCord could be a little more comfortable in the pocket, read a little bit better, make some better plays. Defense looks solid. Offense, O line maybe needs a little bit of work. Other than that, I think we're pretty solid. Honestly, I just think that we practiced on what we need to work on, and you know, got some rest and got pretty solid.
Yeah, I definitely can say I really interested in seeing. I guess we'll never see it, but I'm hoping a lot of passing plays went down. I'm hoping a lot of different types of pass plays went down. I hope all the receivers were getting targets, running all
Mm-hmm.
types of routes. Um, I would
I do.
say I hope they practice the run game, but I have full faith in the run game right now.
I have faith in the run game.
Um, it could be 3rd and 11, and I have faith Trent Henderson's gonna get 10 out of those 11 yards, and they just boop first down. Because
Yep.
you know us, Ohio State's not a team to. It's hard to say they're not really a team to punt because we're never, dude. It's so hard for us to even really be in a 4th down position sometimes.
Yeah,
But
it really is.
4th and 5, honestly, I can even go that far. They're getting that. They're
Yep.
getting that, dude.
They're getting it.
There, what we've had one 4th down that we didn't complete all year that we went for, and that was against Notre Dame with some weird ass fucking wide receiver coming in from the outside. That play pissed
Yeah,
me
that was
off.
a,
I'm not
that
even
was a
gonna
little
lie to you.
strange.
It was definitely strange from us. We don't really do many trick plays.
No, we don't.
It's just usually straight to the point. They just work. Those plays just work.
But I do say read a little bit better from McCord just because there was a couple plays where he threw some wacky ass balls that probably shouldn't have been thrown to the person he was thrown to.
I was thinking the same thing. I wonder if there's a little bit of a problem with maybe hyper focusing or a little bit of tunnel vision on a certain target, and
Yeah,
maybe not enough
definitely.
scanning of the field. Because every play has an intended target. Everybody knows. We all understand that. We all understand if the ball is supposed to go to Marvin, it's supposed to go to Ibuka. But
Mm.
a good quarterback is going to read that field in a very fast, only a couple seconds.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He's gonna be like, okay, Mar's supposed to do this slant, a couple yards up, but he's double covered. Let me
yeah,
see
I
if somebody
think
else is
as
open.
soon as as soon as he acknowledges double cover, he's got to look somewhere else.
He's
You
got to.
can't. Yes, Marv can catch the ball, but you can't. It's gonna get him hurt. Really, at the end of the day,
Yep.
it's gonna get Marvin hurt because you already know how
Yeah.
people are gonna be. If someone's covering him, that other dude is coming in for a massive fucking hit,
I mean,
just like
just like
Georgia did.
the game. Yep.
I mean,
We
I
got
thought
hurt
his
against
dude,
Georgia.
I thought his career was over. Like he was down.
He was bad. He was down bad.
That could have fucked him up. That could have fucked him up forever.
Yeah, it was
Um,
slumped.
but it is football, dude, and that's how you play football. Regardless of all the new rules with trying to protect the players, football is football, and smash mouth football is what people want to see, and you see a lot of that in college. In the NFL, flag thrown immediately. College, not so much. And I'm very glad that the NCAA is like. I'm glad the rules don't flow together, because college football would suck. I'm very glad that the NCAA, they have some questionable rules all the time and changing shit all the time. But I'm glad that it's separate.
I think down the road they might get a little more strict.
One of the things I like the most is the 1 foot rule to the 2 foot rule in the NFL. I like that transition because that really shows the versatility and skill of a receiver from being able to do
100%.
amazing catches 1 footed and they turn around and do it with both feet. Because that's so much harder. Getting both feet down is so much more difficult.
You really have to plant yourself, or really like sacrifice your body.
Yeah, you have to. Your whole position of how you're gonna catch the ball has to change.
Yep.
All your focus has to be on your 2 feet and where they land, because it's nuts, dude. I love that shit. But I think Marv can 100% do that.
Definitely.
And I fully thought that since last year. I don't remember who we were playing, but everybody saw the 1 footed catch, bro, where his left foot was gonna go out of bounds and he brought that bitch back in and landed sideways on his right foot.
He was like a broken robot.
Yes, he literally looked like he broke his leg or his arm, or he looked like he broke something.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the best catches I've ever seen.
It's a pretty good catch. Not gonna lie.
Speaking of best catches, I really do want to talk about Roman Wilson's catch on Saturday on Buddy's helmet.
I don't think I've seen that.
All right, so
should I pull up a clip on my phone?
Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna screen share this.
Okay.
Let's
I might pull up a clip, but you got it.
Yeah, I already know if I type in Roman Wilson catch, it's right here. Okay. Allow me to pause. Let me share my screen with you real quick.
Pause.
Screen 1. All right, we good?
Yep, we're good.
All right, dude, look at this.
A big touchdown maker. McCarthy scanning. Loads of time for McCarthy. Now he wings it downfield.
Questionable throw. That was a fucking snag.
Dude.
That was honestly, I think. Hold on.
Look at
that.
this. Oh my god.
That's insane. That's such focus.
Dude, that's.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning.
Word. Let me let's go back real quick then. Are you analyzing JJ right here?
Yeah, because this is kind of a throw of desperation. If you look at it, I mean, he's just like, okay, he's in the end zone. I'm just gonna throw it and see what happens.
You know what this reminds me of?
What's up?
It kind of reminds me of us, bro, with our receiving core. There's a lot of times where you can just go fuck it. Yeah, you can just say fuck it. Someone's catching it.
But I mean,
dude, what precision?
Like rewind that a couple seconds.
To McCarthy just about to throw?
Like right when it almost hits Roman Wilson's hands.
And
stop.
Okay.
If that front dude
jumps, does he? Let's see. Does he jump?
He
doesn't jump.
But if he had like one more step, obviously the perception's a little different on
of course,
TV
yeah.
They're so up high.
That could have been like 5 feet away from him.
Yeah, but if he had a couple more steps on him, if he read that a little bit sooner, that was an interception.
Yeah, even this dude. If this guy turns around, that's a pick. But they do say that being a cornerback is one of the hardest positions in football because you have to. You don't look at the ball ever. You're reading this guy, and you can't read that, bro.
You can't read that.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just fucking.
Yeah, this guy is thinking, what the fuck?
Like, why is this dude's nuts in my face?
And then why is everyone screaming? Then what is he thinking right here?
He's like, why is he holding me?
He's got to feel like he's getting mugged.
Oh, definitely. And then he just drags him to the ground.
Yeah, but honestly,
I'm just saying, like, that, I feel like was a throw of desperation.
Yeah, this guy is a good receiver. Any other dude on Michigan does not catch that ball. Because it's got to be hard, dude, to catch the ball and hold it on a helmet. It's not an even surface by any means.
About to smack the ground.
Right, and I don't know. I'm trying to see if this ball.
If that dude had the jump, he easily could have had that.
Are you kidding me? This is the best quality.
What's going on, BTN?
Dude.
BTN's uploading some shitty content.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Okay, here we go. I want to analyze the spiral. Right before it gets to him, because that indicates too. Oh, that's a good spiral.
That was a good ball.
I was gonna say because if it's wobbly, then this dude's a beast for that, tenfold.
Yeah, honestly, it just to me seemed like a throw of desperation.
And it was. Wait, how much can we see?
I think you can go slow mo.
Is this guy open, right here?
I don't know. I think the guy in front of the end zone was reading both players.
That makes sense.
Slow mo. I think you can go to slow mo if you go in settings.
You want to go 0.75 or 0.5?
2.5. Slow
Word.
it down just a little bit.
This is nuts, dude.
This
I don't think I've
is
ever
nuts.
watched a video in
He
slow
might
motion
have-
on YouTube.
Wait, go back. He
How
might
far?
have had a receiver open. I don't know who it is. Go back a little bit. So watch the top, or like middle of the screen.
Right here?
Breaking. Yeah.
I think
So he
that's the guy that's at the end of the end zone with him, correct? That's got to be.
might be.
So where is Roman Wilson on this play? I don't even know.
He must be way down at the sideline.
Is this him right here?
Yeah, I think that's him right there. So he's doing the dash.
Yeah,
No.
he's
Oh, no.
faking.
Yeah.
Okay, so he faked and ran pretty much a streak.
And then he did the dash.
The O line isn't even trying because they just pushed those two kids to the ground. Wow.
I mean, it was a good play. Don't
They're
get
not
me
doing
wrong.
that shit to
but
us, but that was a
no,
good play.
definitely not. That was just.
Yeah, when I
desperate,
saw
so
this catch live though, and I was like, whoa. Like, I mean, that's a good catch. That's a good
It is.
catch.
As a Michigan fan, when that happened, I would have been a little scared. Not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, if they did that shit to us, I would be sick. I would be
Oh, yeah.
sick. Our
Oh, yeah.
pride would go to the floor. You can't let
Through
that.
the
We can't.
flow.
There's so many things in the Michigan Ohio game that just simply can't happen because of how much of a motivation
Risk.
switch there is in those two
Yeah.
things. I mean, a 10-yard run in an average game is nothing. A 10, 15-yard run in the game, ooh, the momentum is different, bro. It is.
It is.
I think
Speaking of the game,
Go ahead.
let's go over Michigan's schedule.
Word. We got
Let's-
we got a few minutes left before we hit the hour mark.
Okay.
'Cause we
'Cause
can.
I just wanna kind of analyze their
I'll pu-
schedule. I
I'll pull
wanna
it
see
back
what's
over
going
here.
on.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so do you want to start from the beginning, or no?
I mean, we already know who they played.
Okay.
Played a bunch of nobodies.
Yep. East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska. Okay, so this week they have Minnesota.
Could be a good game.
Do these guys not have a bye week? I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Minnesota.
No, Michigan.
Oh, I think their bye week's in like 2 weeks.
I'm trying to do the math in my head. Like, the 7 days bullshit.
Yeah.
So they have the game the 7th this weekend, Indiana the 14th, MSU the 21st, Purdue the 4th. Is that the bye week transition?
That's the bye week because
Okay.
21st to the 4th. That's
Okay,
like,
because it'd be the 28th. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Huh. Okay, they take their bye week kind of late. I wonder what determines when teams is that on the school? Like, do they just get to say?
I'm not quite sure. I'm sure it has to go through the whole conference.
Right, yeah, with everybody
Gotta
scheduling
figure
because
it-
it's got to
yeah.
fit. It's got to fit nicely. Yeah, so the rest of the schedule is an easy Minnesota dub. I mean, let's be real. They're going to stomp them.
Hold on, maybe you never know. Michigan could
You
have
do never know. They do have
bad game.
bad game.
Like the 3 picks against Bowling Green that could have easily been turned around.
I seriously don't think they lose to Minnesota, Indiana. However,
I don't
you
think
know
so
how
either.
Michigan State game is.
Yeah, it could
Granted,
be-
granted,
could be
MSU
losing.
has absolutely nothing to live for at this point in time,
No.
except
I
that
think-
game.
I think Michigan's gonna walk Michigan State this year.
Probably. I mean,
don't even think
there's
it's gonna
nobody
be
to guide
close.
them, man.
No.
And I'm sure they already got yelled at when they won last year and tore up fucking the city.
Yeah, they're literally gonna be like a football team that's just like, all right, go play. You know.
Yeah, just go play,
So
man.
Just go,
We'll
just
see
go
you.
see what you can do.
We'll see you in 3 hours. We'll go to the bar or something after. We'll try to
Literally.
forget about it.
Got like an hour drive home.
Yeah,
just,
so
like, get some sleep.
realistically, it's 3 easy games in a row for Michigan, and then they play Purdue, Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio.
Purdue's probably not gonna be that good of a game either.
No,
Let's just be
I mean
honest.
Purdue's not ranked right now. So
They just said Maryland.
realistically, the game doesn't get nice till the Penn State game on the 11th, and that's a little over a month away.
Yeah, true. So they just have an easy
So-
schedule. Unless they fumble the bag, they could
Yeah.
very well fumble the bag. Have
But
another
that's
bad
the
game.
issue: is Michigan has to fuck up because none of these teams are good enough to win the game on their own.
No,
right
they don't
now,
have enough skill.
with the way Michigan's playing, it's not a team you can beat. They have to beat themselves. Kind of
No.
like
If you think about it, with the teams they're playing, like obviously you could say the same thing about us, but we have a new squad. You know, we're rebuilding
yeah,
a new team.
we have the Notre Dame game, which is really all we can say right
Michigan-
now.
Yeah, but Michigan really isn't putting up like a crazy amount of numbers. I said this last podcast. Like, I don't know if they're still putting in like backups or whatever. But
I have
they're
seen a
just-
lot of starters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're not putting up
The
a
only time,
crazy amount of numbers.
to be honest with you, the only time I did not see JJ on the field was in this Nebraska game.
They play Orgy.
They've let
Orgy played one snap when I went to the Rutgers game. I think that was like the third quarter or some shit.
Oh no, they didn't. They let who the fuck is Jack Tuttle? They let him play. He was 3 for 4 with 23 yards, and they let Jaden Denegal.
Dude, that's got to be like third or fourth string.
Yeah,
They
and
were
he
that
was
confident.
Jaden Denegal was 1 for 1, 8 yards and a tutty. What the fuck is he doing? What is he doing getting tutties? I don't know. I don't know if he threw it or ran it in. I hope he didn't run it in. Don't let a third string run the ball in on you. Outrageous.
But I mean, they must be that confident in their defense, which they do have a good defense.
Yeah,
don't
I
get me
mean,
wrong.
I'd be confident too because we have the number 1 and 2 defenses in the country. And no reason to
Yeah.
not be confident.
True.
But yeah, I get it looks like for as Ohio State fans, all we can do is just sit and watch them win until they play Penn State.
That's it. That's literally all we can do. I mean, first we have to get through Penn State.
We have to get through Penn State.
I don't think we should worry about Michigan until we get through Penn State.
That's if you take away Notre Dame, Penn State's our first big game.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
can't.
I mean,
But you can't
Dame
take away
really
Notre Dame. You can't.
Can't.
Top 10 team,
Can't.
you can't take it away.
Yep.
If they were
But
ranked
with
15 or 16, I'd let you take it away from us. I'd let you. And that's just because we're usually that good of a team where if somebody's not in the top 10, it's just kind of meh.
I want Michigan to play Notre Dame. I think that'd be a good game.
I do too. It sucks that they don't.
It sucks they play nobodies for like the first 8 weeks.
How many weeks are there in the season?
What it is. 12, I believe.
Yeah. Scratch that, dude. Call it fucking 9 games.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Honestly, like the committee, whoever runs the ranking system, should really look at the teams that these Power 5 schools are playing and be like, okay, this week this team really, they played a nobody. Like Michigan playing Bowling Green. And they really didn't put up a crazy amount of numbers. Like, yeah, they won like 31-6. But at the same time, I mean, it's a number 2 school in the nation playing Bowling Green,
Exactly.
and they only put up 31.
Yeah, I mean when you really look at it, they have 2 real games all season.
Yeah, and that's it. And
yeah,
then they're in the
'cause
playoffs.
Realistically,
They're in the Big Ten championship, then they're in the playoffs.
Because realistically, you could exclude Maryland if you wanted to, because they're not even ranked. So when you break it down, it's
Which
Penn
they
State.
should be.
They should be. I don't know who's doing better than them. I'm not checking the whole top
5-0.
25. Yeah, 5-0.
They're 5-0.
Who they've played, it's whatever. They're not that big. They're a big school, but they're not that big to where they're gonna play some crazy ass teams. Besides, what's more normal in the schedule.
Yep.
But yeah, when you really break it down, Michigan has 2 big games.
That's it.
In their weeks, 10 and 12.
Yeah. And then realistically, who can Michigan play in the Big Ten championship if they win out? Let's say they beat Ohio State. Who are they going to play? They're going to play Illinois. They're going to play Purdue again. Blow out Purdue again.
Can they play Penn State again, or is that not possible?
I don't know.
Because it's got to be either us or Penn State, right?
I'd assume so. Yeah.
I mean, that would make them. That'd make like at least a game.
I feel like if we lose to Penn State, we lose to Michigan. Obviously,
Yeah, I didn't like last year how Michigan was just handed the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously they beat us to go to it, which is fair. I'll give them that. But the actual Big Ten championship game was just a bust.
It was.
They were just like, you beat Ohio State. Here you go.
They won in the first quarter. It was already
Yeah,
over.
them beating us won them the Big Ten. That's because when you think about it, bro, like really, who wins that game? They won the Big Ten.
Oh yeah, easily.
Especially with the past couple years.
Because our side of the Big Ten, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, that's obviously the good side.
Yep.
And
then you just
got
got
the others.
the guys who
shitty
were
teams.
just built in the same area.
Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin, all those fucking idiots.
We're at hour 4.
We're at an hour 4.
Hour 4.
Jeez Louise, buddy.
So, are we thinking about wrapping it up for week 2?
I think we should wrap it up for week 2. I think that was a
All
solid
right.
pod.
That was good. It was fun. I liked diving into some other. I mean,
Yeah,
we
that
had
was
to.
good.
We had to mix it up. The NFL talk was fun. We had the bye week. We had to figure out some shit, spice it up a wee bit.
Yes, we
Don't get
did.
too used to it though. Don't get too used to it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk NFL all the time. So
listen, when if the Lions win the NFC, we're back with that shit though. I promise you.
yeah, we'll make some on the Lions. Don't worry
We'll
about
show
it.
up in fucking jerseys and ski
Lions fans.
masks.
Oh.
Honestly, bro, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they do this so we can do that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was week 2. Traitors up north. You know, if you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns about, at this point, about anything, it doesn't even have to be Ohio State right now because you know the bye week. Be sure to let us know down in the comments. If you enjoyed the content,
comments.
That's what I'm saying. Talk it. You got to talk shit in the comments. Talk your shit in the comments. You want to hype us up? Hype us up in the comments. Do whatever, bro. It's open over here. You know, we're done.
If you're a Bears fan, talk some shit. If you're a Denver fan, talk some shit.
Right. If you're a Michigan fan, let us know. Talk some shit.
If you're a Michigan fan, get out here.
If you're a Michigan fan, just type "We'll see you in November." That's all I want to read from you. That's all I need to know.
If you're a Michigan fan, type 2-0. See how many people get mad.
I'll be mad, kinda.
Yeah, I'll be mad. I'll delete the comment.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Me and my boy here feel like we can do some big things with this podcast. So we're gonna keep grinding it out.
Definitely could.
And they're only gonna get better over time.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Woohoo! And on that note, we appreciate you watching. We hope you all have a fantastic night. Good luck to the Bucks this weekend. We'll see how we fare against Maryland.
Bucks,
we'll be back with analyzing the game, everybody else's game. We'll have a lot to talk about. It's gonna be a big weekend.
Sir.
And on that note, we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Until next time.